We had this press conference because in general there's a block on sharing information by the Greek media. So we want to call on all of the international media to take the initiative to publish on this and to break this blockade.
From me, thank you very much that you are here. As the comrade said, we are here because we want to give more visibility in our struggle. There is a struggle that has been given now for 4 months. The first hungerstrike, Aristotelis Chantzis, now is in 120 days and his health is in a big danger. And the second comrade, Suzon Doppagne, is in 35 days of hungerstrike. So she has also started to have a weakness and she has lost a lot of kilos. As the comrade said, we are here of giving the visibility because from the Greek state we understand that there is a central, let's say, command in the media don't to give information in the society, and they keep the information in a very low profile, let's say. There's a boycottage actually. That's why we are here. We came in a delegation from Greece, and also we met here comrades that are from the whole Europe. And we hope that this press conference is going to open the issue a lot of more and give the visibility that it needs to this struggle. Thank you very much, and we hope the next weeks we are going to have a result.
Hello from the ocean. The last 16 years, Prosfygika are the biggest self-organized community in Greece and maybe in whole Europe. There are more than 400 people from 27 different countries that are living in Prosfygika, and they are self-organized in terms of equality, horizontality, solidarity and direct democracy. In Prosfygika, there are 22 autonomous structures for the community and the rest of Athenian people, like children's structure, collective cafe structure, bakery structure, library structure, women's structure, structure for hosting people with cancer and their relatives, health structure and social pharmacy, technical structure, logistic structure and others. All these years we have faced strong oppression and continuous plan of evacuation and gentrification against our neighborhood and our community. Just today, Amnesty International in Greece published a report for human rights violations that includes also Prosfygika community. In 6th of June 2025, the region of Attica took a decision to sign the terms of a programmatic agreement between Region of Attica, Ministry of Culture and Agency for Unemployment for a new plan of evacuation and gentrification for our neighborhood. This is an illegal agreement that violates various human rights and Greek, European and international legislations. The community started a strong struggle against this plan, and for this reason, two of our residents, Aristotelis Chantzis and Suzon Doppagne, started a hunger strike, the first comrade from the 5th of February and the second comrade for the 1st of May, from the 1st of May. Already there is a very big movement of solidarity that has been arised in Greece and internationally. Although the region is showing steps back, there is nothing official from their side. On the opposite, they declare that the plan will go forward and Prosfygika will be evacuated. Even the government spokesman, when journalists questioned him about the new declaration of Greek Amnesty International ask us to do with when journalists ask him about the new declaration from Greek Amnesty International about the violation of human rights, he answered that law is above human rights. From our side, we will continue struggling for our just cause, although we are in a very difficult condition. But we know that in the end, the region of Attica will step back because they are illegal, because they are trying to misuse European funds and to violate a virus of human rights.
Hi to everyone also from me. I'm Nikos and I'm a member of the committee for the promotion and support of the Community of Squatted Prosfygika and its collective memory. I'm a lawyer. Just to add something in order to be very clear to everyone how ridiculous this agreement and this decision from the region of Attica is. In the first line of this proposal that they have for this programmatic agreement that it needs to be for such kind of projects, it says that the 8 blocks, actually it talks about the 4 blocks, but in general it says that Prosfygika neighborhood, which has 228 apartments, they say that they are vacant, they're empty. So it's very clear to everyone that, and you can all understand, that if we're talking about more than 400 people living in the neighborhood of Prosfygika, and they have built such a community by not recognizing how illegal, you can understand the violation of the human rights, and this is only the start, not the beginning. We have several concrete legal arguments that they prove that all this case, the way that it is built by the region of Attica and the government, cannot stand, and it is very, very weird that after so many days of hunger strike, of such a struggle that it is embraced by a big part of the Greek community and internationally, they cannot do anything to fulfill the demands of the hunger strikers, which are also the demands of the community. The community and the hunger strikers, they have 3 demands that they are interconnected. The first one is to revoke, the region of Attica to revoke this decision and to cancel this proposal for the programmatic agreement. The second one is for all the people of the neighborhood, all the residents of the community, to stay in their houses, in their places where they are connected culturally, socially, and organically. And the third one is to have guarantees that the rehabilitation of the buildings will be made by the community that has created a non-profit civil company, together with the group of architects, civil engineers, professors of architecture of the Greek Polytechnic School of Athens, that we have been working together for more than a year and a half now, and without needing any funds, it will be self-funded. And still they don't even discuss about this. Imagine that we're only talking about one decision of a committee of the Greek of the region of Attica. It's something that they haven't done anything since then. This was decided on the 6th of June of 2025, and after 7 whole months that nothing was said. Nothing was written, nothing official, nothing unofficial. It was the first article that was published on a website that's called New Money, that it was saying that these empty buildings, as it's written in the contract, in the agreement, will be evacuated by the ministry of, how it is called in Greece, the protection of citizens, which is the police. So, if this makes sense to you, this is what we have right now. And they don't do anything to revoke this decision, probably because they are in a very bad position and they don't know how to handle the situation. I also would like to add some more things. Of course, it's this from the International Amnesty that we had today. It's a report for the police abuse that has happened in Greece the last year, and it includes many examples, many cases from also the Community of Prosfygika and the way that the police has targeted the community for obvious reasons. Since we're talking about, as comrades said, about this kind of the center of struggle that it is between the Supreme Court of Greece and the general headquarters of the police. But International Amnesty has already given an announcement that it talks clearly about violation of human rights, about the issue of the hunger strikers, and that the government needs to do something fast before it's too late. We also have the municipality of Athens that has also given a resolution saying that the region of Attica should stop any actions and it needs to fulfill several, I think it's 6 different points, which are the ones that the region of Attica hasn't taken and it needs to take before proceeding to any other action. And also, I can talk for hours about what has been done by the community and about from different people and organizations in solidarity with the community, what has been done in the last 4 months. But also in Europe and internationally, we have already submitted a complaint to the International Rapporteur of Human Rights of the United Nations, and especially the one for the protection of the human right of adequate housing, that has already undertaken the case, and he has put it in priority. And also we have come in Greece, also in the Greek Parliament, there are already 5 questions made by Greek parties, different Greek parties, about the case. And also what we did here in Europe, it's also interesting that we know that one Belgian MP, a member of the Parliament of Belgium, already today submitted a question to the Parliament of Belgium about the case. And this is what we also asked from the different MPs that we met yesterday and today, and we're going to meet also tomorrow. We had several meetings and they all supported the community. And it's just and fair struggle, and they are committed to sign all together from different parties a question addressed to the European Commission, also to have a common announcement supporting the community, and that they will do it, all these, they will put it in priority because, as you can understand, we're talking about 120 days of the first hunger striker, Aristotelis Chantzis, and 35 days of the second hunger striker, Suzon Doppagne. And of course there are many other procedures that I haven't mentioned, and I cannot do it right now. Also in Greece, also here in Europe, there are different tools like the report, the request to the Petty Commission, to the Housing Committee, several different things that if anybody has questions, we can answer them.
Right. Hello everybody, it's Maria Psara with FC newspaper, one of the Greek media, basically. I think, I'm not sure if there is anyone here from the Greek press. I have 3 questions, and sorry for that. The first is about the meetings. Since we are in Brussels, I would like to elaborate a little more on what Nico said. Whom did you meet? What's the reaction? Yes, he said, and whatever you can more know, they said the blocks are empty, but there are owners that have a contract since a long time. What's happening with these people, and what's their stance towards this proposal? And the third question is, it's funny and very tragic at the same time that yesterday there was this report by the European Commission on the imbalances in the member states, and of course Greece is a success story now, but they all admitted that in Greece we don't have anything on social housing, and this is a recommendation now by the Commission to start doing something about the social housing. And I'm wondering, and I would like to know more about the social housing in practice, because as I understand, you host people from different countries, refugees, migrants, but also some patients from the hospital nearby. Could you elaborate a little on this, because I don't have a clear image. Thank you.
Okay, θα απαντήσω στο δεύτερο και στο τρίτο καταρχάς.
In English?
Ah, sorry. I will answer to the second and the third for the beginning, and Nikos will answer the first one. As has to do with the owners. The region of Attica says that all 4 blocks, all the apartments belongs to the region of Attica. So this is why can intervene and fulfill this plan. Otherwise, the region of Attica should take permission, the agreement in reality, from the owners to do anything in Prosfygika. In fact, in these 4 blocks there are 13 owners that the region of Attica doesn't recognize them. This is why, one of the reasons at least, why this new plan of Nikos Chardalias is trying to gentrificate the 4 first blocks and not the whole of Prosfygika, because in the rest 4 blocks there are recognized even from the region of Attica owners. So this is one more trick about how the region of Attica they're trying to trespass laws, ownerships, etc., and to go forward with their plan. We already informed also Nikos Chardalias, also the region of Attica in general, in the newspapers, etc., about this fact. The owners themselves, they gave us their papers and asked for the help of the community, but until now the region of Attica remains in their stance. So these are some information about the owners in the first 4 blocks. As has to do with the third question, of course in Greece there are no social housing. There is also no frame of social housing. In reality, the Greek state and specifically the region of Attica, they are trying to create a new OPKP. We don't have ships and goods in these cases. We have empty houses. Prosfygika. Maybe it's more than hundreds, maybe there are some thousands of immigrants and refugees that they found shelter, they found food, hospitality, them and their children, and time to build their lives and to move in another place afterwards.
Yeah, I'm from the Belgian press. I have a couple of questions. The first one is, I tried to find some information about the project, but it was relatively hard, I'd say, from the Greek government or the region of Attica. First question
Sorry,
is,
can you repeat the question?
that I tried to find information about the project, but it was relatively hard, I'd say, from the authorities. First question is, what is the timeline of the government? Like, do they have like a set date for the expulsion? Like, how do they see that playing out? Second is, who are the exact actors behind it? You say it's like the region of Attica, but you also mentioned the Ministry of Culture. Do you have like an idea of who are the exact players in the story? Another question is, the hunger strike and the happening, and have they, how has that been? And if there's anything right now that maybe has caused the Attica region to do this this moment of time, if there's a specific reason.
Okay. Like the the plan for Prosfygika in this European funding that the different regions can claim, which of course it has rules in order to be given to the regions, and that is going to be signed, part of it by the different members of the European Parliament will be based on this. Of these rules about how this money can be given, about the consultation, etc. But it is also a big thing. This question is so important because when we talk about a contract, even if it is like any kind of contract, if you change such basic terms in the contract, like the members, the parties that agree, or the it means that this contract from the beginning. That's why we're saying that it's something so to revoke the decision and to cancel this programmatic agreement.
Yes, what Nico said is true. These are the actors in this case. But there is a big question. A political center exists behind this attack and behind this plan. And as it seems, this political center, it exists. It's something much more than the region of Attica. It is the Greek government. There are mechanisms of the state, economical interests, because the gentrification behind the gentrification with us and back to survive and told them not to do anything. They stopped them in publishing and the information that they have. So this that shows that this story is bigger than what it seems. Using a project just some millions from a European fund. There is a very big political movement. How the economical the big cities, how they kicked out the residents from their neighborhoods and outside of the center of the cities. So there is much bigger what it seems. As has to do with the plan, there is also a very interesting part in this. There is a question why this plan is not well prepared. It's a plan that it has a lot of problems, and as it seems, it's very difficult to go forward. So the question remains, why the region of Attica did something so weak? As we understand it, there are two factors in this. It's again the plan of gentrification. So this is the plan of Attica, region of Attica, and there is a plan of political owners of Prosfygika. There was a break of 10 years, and the same plan started again. So, the last 16 years we have 4 plans, one after the other, that they are trying to evacuate the neighborhood and gentrificate the area. Just this one is the most ready and the more well prepared, if we can describe it like this. And also we have a government that they are using police forces to repress societies, to repress movements. They have created a new penal code that it's very similar to dictatorships, etc., etc. So,
one thing about the timeline, and then I want to also give the floor to Olga Nassis, who is also in this delegation. She is part of the like the people in the committee that is in solidarity with Prosfygika, and she's more experienced also to answer to some questions about housing, about why now, about the money, about the, and she's experienced in the international and European field. So about the timeline, one small thing. The only thing, as I said, that exists is this decision with this proposal of the programmatic contract. In this programmatic contract, it says in the end, it gives a timeline, and it says it starts. It's just months, and it's for like 6-7 years, I think, the timeline. And it says that in the first quarter of 2026, which means till the last March, they would have already done all the necessary bureaucratic procedure in order for the companies to be able to apply in order to take this big construction. Of course, this hasn't happened. There is nothing. Imagine they don't have any research. They cannot be based on the old ones. They don't have anything. We are not in step 0 or 1. We're in -10. So maybe Olga can come now in order to give some more information about the European and the international, whatever else you want to add.
Yes, I would like to speak especially to the Greek press, just to give you an information, because I was late, because we finalized the written question, priority written question to the Commission, that will be supported by different political groups, the left, the Greens, some independent MEPs, and from the Social Democrats, but not only the Greeks one. Except of everything you have heard till now, there are very huge irregularities. Mr. Hardalias, the governor of Attica, voted with the majority of the region of Attica for a project to redevelop the community, the 4 blocks of the community of Prosfygika in Loforo Alexandros. To do that, they asked for European funds, exactly from the NSRF and the funds for cohesion, social cohesion. And just to have this funding, they asked the Commission that make a decision on February 2026, and the responsible of the Commission is Mr. Panayotis Pandazatos, that give the authorization to use these funds to renovate a building, describing it as vacant, without people. This is a very huge irregularity, because it violates the partnership principles and the human rights conditionalities of the European Union. that's what we focus and what we raise today in the European Parliament. Action has the possibility to block and to freeze this funding, and we need your help, and we need also the help of the Greek press to stress this huge. The General Direction of Regional Affairs is Greek too, and this is a very grave misusing of European funds and violation of the European Charter of Human Rights and the Regulation 1060 of 2021 that regulates the use of European funds for social cohesion. What they want to do, just lying, to use public funds to gentrificate a very important space in the center of Athens. And I think that you have to say that. And that's what we think. Because we collaborate. Called the question of Prosfygika is the only issue of violating the right to housing in Europe with another big mass eviction that is threatening, that is in Philippines. We cannot destroy or use a la carte the international law. The Article 11 of the International Covenant of Political, Economic and Social Rights say that you have the right to house, the right to live, except of the title you have in this, you leave them. It's not a matter of right of property. And they live in abandoned building, they recover their building, and they have the right to live there, and they are the only example of social housing in Greece that is, at the moment, the country in Europe with the hugest housing crisis. Think about that 80% of Greeks nowadays are paying the 80% of their disposable income in housing costs. It is the country in Europe with 0% of social and public housing. So this is a fight not only for this community, this is a fight for human rights, this is a fight for the right to housing, and this is a very strong political struggle that we have to do and to support all together, so that we will be with there till the end.
More questions?
So I have two questions. In the beginning, you said that there is a Belgian parliamentarian who took an initiative to ask a question today in the parliament, I think. Maybe you want to tell us which parliamentarian and his question. My second question is, two people are now in hunger strike. Their names, Aristotelis, for a few months now. I was wondering, what is their situation, their health situation now at the moment? How is it evolving? And is there any contact with official Greek health organizations or health authorities to follow up on this? And if the situation is getting worse, what will you do then?
So, yes, I didn't know if we have mentioned it, but this hunger strike is something that the political people in prison in Turkey, Kurdish and Turkish political prisoners use it. It's about how a kind of hunger strike that has some things except of water. They have a complex of vitamin B, magnesium, kalium, natrium, salt and sugar. I think that's all. I don't remember, I don't think that I missed something. That allows to the hunger strike to go further away without having a lot of damages. Of course, this does mean nothing, because after the 15 days, everyone can have a heart attack, and no one can guarantee that you're going to be okay after all this hunger strike. So this hunger strike is giving, let's say, the time in the movement, in the society, in the press, in all the people to understand what's going on, what is the issue, and to put a frame and to support this struggle. For Aristotelis Chantzis, as we said, he's in the 120 days, and that means that he's in a big dangerous. Of course, from the health structure with the doctors, we never let them alone, we support them all the time, we are there, all the time there are people around hunger strikers, but they are becoming more and weak, and especially Aristotelis Chantzis, and he has lost a lot of kilos. And as we are going after the 130 days, the things are becoming more and more dangerous. You have asked what we're going to do after death, maybe.
No, not after that. I mean, what if this problem goes on for a while now, and it will take for longer? So, what can we do? What can you do to protect their lives?
One thing is that the other hunger strikers are going to follow from the community until the state understands that we're not playing a game. We are going to defend the neighborhood and the community until the end. So we are going to support with more hunger strikers this hunger strike and the struggle. And
maybe to share something on the strike of Suzon Doppagne, because she's from Liège. I don't know if everyone knew this in this space, but she's from Liège, she grew up there, and she has full support of her family and friends, who have also been organizing many different actions and manifestations, like the one yesterday, for example. And also like the one 2 weeks ago, where 40 people joined a symbolic hunger strike in Liège and in Brussels and in another space, to support her. And like this, it's spreading also in different cities internationally.
Yes, a good question. Let's have in mind that especially that the struggle right now, and especially as has to do with the situation of the two comrades, are in the most crucial phase. Also for us, but also for the Greek state and the region of Athens. Until now, of course, the Greek state had pressure. There was a struggle that was going on and was getting increased day by day. But they knew that the situation, the health situation, especially of Aristos, it was manageable. But as the time passes, we are in 120 days, Aristos is getting to the most critical period. But this is exactly the game of the state. To press us, go back, showing that they will not take a step back from their side. So any hunger strike, a successful or unsuccessful one, always is going to this critical period. And during this critical period, a hunger strike wins or loses. We have in our mind, because also the Greek state is transforming itself, the states in the whole world are transforming themselves. There is a very big war that it's coming, if it's not already here. There are fascist governments more and more worldwide, so we see that all this situation is changing shapes. It's going to more totalitarian, more fascist, etc. models. So of course we have in mind that maybe the Greek state will let Aristos first of all to die. They will take this risk, they will take this choice, let's say. It's something that we need time to see. But if for a situation like this, a situation as has been described, so illegal, with so much holes, etc., the Greek state cannot make this step back, then the problems we have in our mind are much more bigger than Aristos and his hunger strike. That means that we have already been in another situation, that generally life doesn't matter, that generally human rights doesn't matter, generally nothing matters than the choices and the decisions of some people that they are in power. So we also must see the whole story like this. Also, exactly because we know this transformation, this period of transformation of the Greek state, there is the second hunger strike. So this is also a message to the state. Look, our first comrade, you may let him die, but there will be a second one, and there will be a third one, and there will be a fourth one. How much forward are you willing to go with this? Yes, every struggle has a cost. Maybe some costs are bigger than the costs we expect. We didn't start this hunger strike for our comrades to die, but it's the natural risk that we take starting this struggle. And we think that also this is the dilemma of the whole Greek society, to struggle with cost or to nil. And until now, the Greek society is doing the second thing. Also, for us it's very clear that if this hunger strike if we haven't this choice, this decision of the hunger strike, now we would be outside of the neighborhood. The police would be already there. And this means, and we know this for sure, that a lot of us would be dead already, or if they were not, there would be very soon people in that they have a lot of years in their back, people that they are very sick, etc. So again, there is another question: which life matters more? Our comrade's life, or our other comrades of our community? Okay, this is also another question. Because if this plan of the state is successful, this means that very soon some of us will be dead. So we say again, this struggle is until the end. Also, Aristos took this decision voluntarily because of his good health, because of different reasons. We still believe that the state will make this step back. They have to make this step back. This is why we also do whatever we can for this. Of course, the European Parliament and the institutions, etc., have their meaning. They are very helpful, but our biggest weapon is our struggle and our movement. So this is how we will go on. And we believe, we don't hope, we believe that we will be successful in this struggle. I hope I gave you an answer.
Yes, thank you.
Are there more questions?
There was this question about the Belgian MP. I don't know if you want to answer that.
MEP Sarah Schlitz from the Greens submitted a question to the Belgian Parliament. First of all, asking for the Belgian authority to take measures to protect the life of Suzon Doppagne, and then denouncing the irregularities in the funding of Prosfygika by the European Commission.
Yes, also to share the information that now in this moment there's a gathering in front of the Greek embassy, and the movement in Belgium was to continue to protect the life of Suzon and of Aristos. I think if there's no more questions, we will stick a bit around here. You can come to me if you have more questions about what's going on the Belgian ground, and to the delegation more on Prosfygika, and we will stay around for some more time. Yes. Thank you all for joining.